out. I'm going to unshare and I'm going to hit the, oh, you are hit it. You hit the record button. Megan,
I
you
did.
are
I
like,
got us
you are on
covered. We're a
top of
team.
this. You're so much better at this than I am.
No, listen, but I am going to introduce
I'm
you.
good at the prep beforehand, but once it starts, I'm like, I don't know what the heck is going on.
Well, good. Because then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to highlight you both, me and you both, and I'm going to welcome everybody and then talk about you. And then you
All
get
right,
to
there we
say,
go. Let's go.
yeah. Hey, everyone. You guys, I'm Megan Williams. I'm so excited to host Tuesday. And I can't believe it. We're in December, the end of the year. And for us tonight, we're looking at the expansion of one of the best businesses out there. And I could say that this would be the best Christmas present you could give yourself this year, to be part of this journey and to create amazing income. And tonight, to share the presentation before we go into training to get a quick start and to earn some money really fast, because wouldn't it be great if we could put $200, $500, $1,000 in our pocket in the next few weeks? I have my really good friend, Bears Johanna, with us tonight. Johanna, and I said that wrong again.
Jahanian.
Thank you.
You're going to
Jahanian.
get it. You'll get it.
He's out of Pittsburgh. And
No, Philadelphia.
oh, you know what? I'm killing this
We're going to
tonight.
start over. Delete the
I'm going to start over
recording.
again. Okay. Bears Jahanian, who's my good friend, is out of Philadelphia. And I will say that it was a good game between the 49ers and the Eagles. Is that right? You guys are the
No,
Eagles.
that was not a good game.
It was a great game since I'm from California originally, and we watched that game at the swim meet on Sunday night.
Not a good game.
It was a great game. But besides that, even though we might have a difference in opinions for games and sports, we are together as a team building this great. And he has had tons of successes. He's helped thousands of people across the country. And not only is he knowledgeable about this, you guys, and we'll keep it very simple and clear, he's a good friend of mine. So I'm really thrilled to have him present for us tonight the business overview, and then I'll get to come back and work with all of us on some exciting information. So I'm going to pass it to you, Mr. Jahanian, and I'm very thrilled.
Thank you very much, Megan. I appreciate it. Appreciate the introduction. And by the way, I screwed up last week and I said you were from Chicago. So,
it's all fair, right?
Yeah, all is fair in love and business presentations.
That's exactly right. So it's totally good.
And by the way, in 2 days, I will be on the West Coast going to visit my sister for a long weekend. So that's a nice thing, but it's not going to make me root for the 49ers in any way, shape, or form. There's just no way that's going to happen. But I want to welcome all of you tonight. My name is Bears Jahanian, and I've been a part of this business since, gosh, I guess it is the end of November of 2010. So if you count back, that's, I don't know, almost like 13 or 14 years ago, I guess now. And I want to tell you my quick story about why I got started. Growing up, my dad was an electrician and I used to work with him. When I was 12 years old, I remember that was the first time I ever worked with him for that summer. And I remembered at the end of that summer, we finished the job we were working on and my dad turned the power on. And when he turned the power on, he got a check. He got a check for the job that we worked on for that entire summer. But the next day, what he had to do next, and I'm sure a lot of you already figured this out, he had to go find another job if he wanted to get another check one time, right? Well, when I saw this business, I saw that we could get paid on energy bills and other services that we use at our home on a recurring basis. And I thought back to when I was 12 years old, 50 years ago, and realized that day when my dad turned the power on, what if we had started to get paid on that bill month after month after month for 50 years? And the next day, instead of getting a one-time check, he went and he found another recurring check that he could get paid on month after month for another 50 years. When I realized the power of that, that's when I was all in. And I saw the information I'm about to show you right now. I was so excited. I had to get started right away. So let me share my screen and share that with you. We're going to have a brief business overview tonight before we get into the training, but I want to make sure you understand, even though this business overview is short tonight, what Megan is going to show you is really going to show you how we make money. It's going to show you the nuts and bolts. So if you're a guest, please stay on with us throughout the whole thing, and you're really going to get a good idea of how this business works. So, the name of our company is ACN. As you can see on the screen, that is actually our home office, and you can see the sign on the front window. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina. On the bottom of the screen, you can see some of the companies that actually say, you know, this is a great company. ACN is amazing. These are some of the companies we're associated with. Two that you're going to really that probably jump out at you are the Inc. 500 logo and the Better Business Bureau logo, which shows that we have an A+ rating. So what we do is we provide services that people use in their homes every single day. I like to say they are habitually used, actually unconsciously used and habitually paid for, right? We don't even know we're using half of these services all the time. But when the power goes out, we figure it out really quick that we can't charge our cell phones. We can't turn our power on our lights. We can't watch TV. All of those things suddenly become very acutely aware to us that they don't work. So what we are is a customer acquisition specialist company. We've been around for 30 years, actually 30 plus years at this point. And we're in 27 countries, 5 continents. We've enrolled millions of customers, and we've had billions and billions of dollars in sales. So we have a long track record. We have a great history and a very, very good record as well. So to get started in our business, it costs one time $299 plus a $25 monthly business support fee. On the screen, you can see everything that includes, what that takes care of, what that $299 startup fee is for, and what the $25 monthly business support fee is for. What I want to tell you is when my dad got started as an electrician, he had to buy a truck. He had to buy tools. He had to buy all kinds of equipment. He had to put up thousands and thousands of dollars to hopefully get a job that when he finished the job, his customers would actually pay him. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it. I've got this thing on my wall back here. It's called the $2,000 saw, because once my dad did a $2,000 job for someone, and all he ever got was a saw, and he called it his $2,000 saw. So I have that up on my wall to remind me how important this business is, because it's something that people pay for monthly. So you get a website, you get training materials, you get trainings just like this, customer support, IBO support, and all we have to do is enroll customers and help a few people to do the exact same thing we do. You can operate this business from home, from anywhere you are on your computer or on your smart device. It makes no difference where you are. So let's talk about the services that we have that are a part of our business. You can see on the top left, healthcare, energy, mobile, that's wireless service, ID theft protection, home security and automation, high-speed internet, television, payment processing, travel. These are all things that we use in our homes every single day. And some of these things are even used in our businesses every single day. And people pay these bills every day. And all they do with ACN is redirect those bills through you, and you get a portion of that bill when they pay it each and every month. So take a look at the logos. You can see some of them are very familiar to you. Some of them are proprietary to us. For example, Flash is one of our actual brands that we have ourselves. So you can see all those different services, and they're the services that we use to acquire customers. Now, let me show you how we actually earn money from this. You can earn money 2 ways from your personally acquired customers: through monthly customer bonuses and also monthly residual income. The second one I love because it's income that pays us every single month. For example, this time of year, you might hear that song, A Wonderful Christmas Time, that Paul McCartney wrote many, many years ago. He wrote that one time, he recorded it one time, but every time it gets played on the radio, he gets a check. As of a few years ago, my understanding from a few years ago is he was making $400,000 every year because he wrote that song and recorded it one time. So what if you had the possibility of doing something like that where you could get paid passively? Let's see how that works. So when you acquire customers, ACN pays you in bonus money as you acquire those customers. So when you acquire 5 services in your first month, you'll earn a $200 bonus. If you enroll another 3 services in that same month, you'll earn another $200 bonus. And every single time you enroll 3 more services in that month, you'll earn another $200 bonus. In my first month, I earned $1,200 in bonus money just from enrolling services. Then once those bonuses are paid and you have customers on your team, each month when they pay their bill, you can earn between 3 to 20% on the commissionable revenue of what those customers' bills are, that those customers pay on their bills every single month for as long as those customers remain customers. The next thing we get to earn on is as you build a team, and building a team is where you get that exponential growth. We want to do that as much as possible because the more people you have on your team, the more customers you can acquire. So as you build your team, you're going to enroll other people who want to build a team, right? And as you have more customers, you actually promote to higher ranks and you earn more money. And these are bonuses that get paid out as new IBOs come onto your team and they enroll customers and get customer qualified in their first month. Those bonuses range from $50 all the way up to $450 each time a new IBO joins your team and becomes customer qualified. The other way you get paid is on all the customers that your team enrolls. So imagine having a team of hundreds or thousands of people who are enrolling customers, and you earn up to 4% of the commissionable revenue on each and every one of those customers. That's the power of our business. So that's our compensation plan. That is our business plan. That's the short version. I want to introduce Megan now, who's going to show you exactly how you can earn money, how you can build your business. So you get started, let's say today, right? Or tomorrow. And she's going to show you the exact steps you can take to earn money right away and do all the things you need to do to be successful and set yourself up for success. So please welcome back my good friend, Megan Williams. What's up, Megan?
Right, you guys. Yes, unmute myself. Okay. I am so glad. I love that presentation, Bears. I think, every time I hear it and I hear this idea that we can make money every month from essential services, it gets me excited because I've been paying bills forever. And even tonight, I set up another line for a family because guess what? It's so crazy because they are they seem to know their phone, so we just set one up and it was so easy. It was like no big deal.
It
Anyways,
is. Once you do it once or twice,
yeah.
you've got it. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's really, really simple. So no matter what state you're in, you guys, this is just a great thing. And I'll be honest, I'm really excited about the healthcare ways of making money. And I am very thrilled to share with everybody tonight the slides and to go through it. I am so sorry my computer was updating. So I have my deck now. So I'm going to open it up right now. So I apologize for everybody. It's technical difficulties. You don't have to know how to do this. Fix it to make you the most
If
money
you need me to share
possible.
my screen, just let me know, Megan.
Okay, you're the best, and I appreciate that. All right, a couple things tonight I really want to talk about is this is designed for our new people, but yet everything I'm going to teach us works every single month for us who have been doing this, like me, for 21 years. And as the senior vice president and working with so many different teams around the country, I want everyone to know that you can do this. You can do this if you only have a few hours a week. You can do this if you are busy, going to school, working. I mean, I had a full-time job, finishing my master's degree, and I was coaching 2 sports after school because I was a high school teacher. And I was so excited about building something for myself and our family to give us choices. I just fit this in nooks and crannies. And so tonight I'm going to show us how we could just quick start this really, really quick and to put you in a really good spot very quickly. But then I'm also going to share how this can be done 3 to 5 hours a week. And that's a really big deal for most of us, especially over Christmas. And if anyone says, oh, but it's Christmas time, listen, I got in my first Christmas month, I got 24 new accounts and I got 3 business partners before December 24th. That's pretty cool. And actually, I helped all 3 of my business partners get 8 to 10 accounts each in that same 30 days before Christmas. Because I was like, I might as well do this before Christmas and have a promotion before Christmas. So I'm going to show you guys what we want to do to make this happen. All right, let me get my PowerPoint started. So there's a couple key things in this business as we refer people to this business. Okay, is that sharing my full screen?
You got it.
Okay, good. Okay, perfect. So there's some things we want to do right away. We want to get your business started fast and quickly. So we want to get qualified. That means we want to get some customers personally. We want to get you paid, and we want to build teams. The truth is, people know people we don't know. And so we want to share this with people. I'm always sharing this with people. If they even want to look at becoming a customer, I still share the business with them. Now, this is now located on our websites with the Rhino Nation. And if you could put the link in the chat for us, Bears, here's what I would love everyone to do. If you guys can click the link and even hit print or have it open on your screen while you're looking at this, but if you can print it, you literally could start making a list right away. So if you look here on the left-hand side, what's so nice is my path to ETL. I love it. On that, and I'm going to need to make sure I memorize that, Bears, that link, for everybody. But on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, you're going to write down your first 25 people you think of. So for me, I wrote down my neighbors, my 2 neighbors who are my friends. I wrote down my sister, and then I wrote down my mom, but then I realized my mom was in the business, so I couldn't count her. So then I wrote down a few other people I went to church with, and then I wrote down a few other teachers from school, and I started making a list. And then what happens is, from this list, if you look on the left side, some of them are going to be customers that you sign up for you. And then some of them are going to say, I've been looking for something to make money part-time, and they're going to fill in these boxes in the middle. Their names are going to go there, and then we're going to help them get services too, because they're going to know people that we don't know. But the neat thing about this I really love on the left-hand side is your personal services could start with yourself. So tonight I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what services you could pick for yourself to get your business off and running. At the same time, as we talk to moms, brothers, cousins, neighbors, best friends, ex-boyfriends, all those kinds of things, or ex-girlfriends, you can also be filling your personal customer list. Okay. So here's what I want you to think. Long-term, you're going to learn as you earn. You're going to learn and earn together. And every time you take action, it's going to build belief. It's going to train you, and you're going to get paid. But you got to be willing to do something, even if you don't know all the answers. Okay. This is very important. So like when we get customers, sometimes people say, I don't know all the answers for the customers. That's not your job. Your job is to know that we offer essential services, and maybe pick 1 or 2 that you want to share right away with people. And then as we help you talk to your friends who are on your list, we know the answers. We know how to set it up. We know how to look at a bill and see if we're a good fit. But your job is just to know that we offer them. So if you're taking notes tonight, here are the main ones you want to know we offer. Healthcare is my favorite. Put that in number 1. Number 2, gas and electricity if you live in that state. Number 3, identity theft protection. Number 4, wireless. Number 5, home security automation. And number 6, travel. The other things, payment processing, you have to own a business. Internet, it's hit and miss depending on where you live. And television, you might still be stuck in a contract, but we have them all to later. We could share them. Okay, we could change them up later. All right. So again, you're not going to know all the answers. You just need to know that this is what we're offering. So if this was my first day in the business, I would be focusing, because I live in Ohio, I would focus on energy and electricity and gas, because I have them. So that's what I would focus on. If I lived in Idaho, Utah, I would work with identity theft protection and healthcare and wireless. Those would be the 3 I would work with. So if I lived in a non-energy state, those are the 3 that I would get good at. All right. Because I lived in non-energy states for many years, and those are the ones I got really good at. Okay. Very, very simple. The rest of them, besides energy, can be done in all 50 states, and health sharing can be done in 47 of our states. 3 states currently where they are residents, we cannot offer in Washington State, Rhode Island, or New Jersey, but we'll have New Jersey in 2024. Okay, now the reason why we want to focus on a few services is because then if we get 5 bills of any combination of services, that equal 10 points, we get to make $200. So you might look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, I'm going to do identity theft protection. I'm going to do healthcare. I'm going to do my cell phones. And I am not married to my internet. So I'm going to do an internet. So you could maybe look in the mirror and be 4 services, or maybe, and then call a mom, dad, cousin and do identity theft protection, just so you could practice. That's the whole thing, because all these is we're just asking people if they could work with us and see if we're a fit. And the people we're talking to are yourself. You can practice on yourself, and friends and family. Those are the people who love you and owe you a favor. All right. And then people you do business with, you better believe that my dentist, my chiropractor, my doctor, my lawyer, they are all my customers. You guys, they are my customers of something. And I kid you not, my lawyer is my customer, but actually 2 of my lawyers are my customer. No, I have 3 lawyers who are customers. Just depends on what they're doing. Okay. So you want to think of, who do you do business with? And those are people we'll invite to learn. And then anyone who says, I want to make money, but maybe the timing's not right, they can be your customer and save money until the time is right. And then they can get themselves back. So we can learn all about and get accredited on rhinonation.world for our services. But the truth is, like I said, you're going to learn and earn at the same time. So again, you could pick Truvi monthly. You could do an ID seal for yourself. You could do one with a family member, and then you could do healthcare for yourself or someone else. See, very easy. It's not going to cost very much for you to practice the services. And our stuff is all month to month. Healthcare is month to month. Truvi can be month to month. ID seal is month to month. There's no contracts. Now, I like to do annual for Truvi and ID seal because you get more for your money if you do it annual. And like an ID seal for identity theft protection, you actually get 2 months free monitoring. So I did it that way, but you could just do it month to month, you guys. There's no contracts. Okay. Now I went the wrong way because my little thing worked. Hang on. Let me go back. Okay. So now you could do that very simply. So here's how we want to do it. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, how do I even ask anyone? Here's what I would do. I would send someone a text and say, hey, I need a huge favor, and don't say anything else. And then send it out to 20 of your friends and see who responds to you first. That's what I would do. Okay. I need a huge favor. I'm really excited about something. Boom, hit send. And then anyone who responds to you, I would actually call them up. I would not text them back anymore. I would call them up and I would say, hey, listen, I don't know if you know, I just started my own business for the new year, and I want to put myself in a position so that I can hit 2024 running. Would you support me and do me a favor and try one of my services? I can look and see if it's a fit. We'll only do something that's a good thing for both of us. Can I count on you to help me? And then don't talk anymore. Let them say, well, what do you mean services? Or they might say, of course I want to help you, but what are you talking about? Because they only know you as a teacher, a doctor, a dentist, maybe a student. So then you go into, well, I'm now able to broker essential services and help people save money. And I would love your support to get my business off the ground. Would you try my identity theft protection for the next couple months and see how it works and help me get some referrals? Are you open to talking about healthcare and options for your family? I've got an expert who's having a Zoom on Thursday night, and you're going to love the savings and the value. Or, hey, you live in an energy state. Can I review your bill and see if you're a fit to work with my company? So again, we'll help you figure out what to say for each of your people. All right. And I think that the biggest thing to understand is you want to ask someone if they would do you a huge favor first. You want to find out what kind of person that they are first. See, because this is how I categorize everybody. And, I just think this is the best way to think of people is you don't worry about, which services they're going to pick. All you're trying, why is that doing that? I don't want to do that. Just let me have my virtual background. Why is it? Okay, download my virtual backgrounds. This is so weird. Zoom is making weird things. There we go. Okay. I don't know what Zoom's updates do all the time. Okay, here's what you want to do. We're not trying to sell people, guys. We're just sorting. So if you send out 20 or 50 text messages and said, hey, I need a huge favor. I'm really excited about something. Text me back if you're open to hearing what's going on. And then when you talk to people and you share, first of all, if someone texts you back, they're an apple or an orange. Let me go this way, apple or an orange. If they don't text you back, they're a coconut. It just means that right now in their life, they can't add anything else. They can't think outside of things that are going on. They've got a tough exterior helping. Okay, so this is really important. But if they text you back and they say, hey, what's up? You sound excited, or that's a red apple, by the way, if they text you back that. If they come back and say, hey, maybe I can do you a favor. It depends on what it is. They're an orange, but they're ready to at least get those peels going and to open up options. So again, don't worry about what services you're going to sign them up. What you're trying to figure out is in your life right now, in their lives, are they apples, oranges, and coconuts? Are they in a place that they could listen to something else, support you, do you a favor, maybe jump on a Zoom and hear about this business? What place are they at with that response? That's all I would do. I literally would send out 25, 30 of those, and that's it. And again, if they don't respond or they say, hey, right now I'm in a bad spot, they're just a coconut in their lives right now. It doesn't mean forever, but you don't want to spend any time worrying about that. You're trying to find 5, 10, 15, 20 people who will do you a favor and support your business getting off the ground, and either try a service or look at what you're doing on a Zoom so that they can give you referrals and ideas. That is all we do in this business, is we sort people. Guys, we sort them. So I had to show my favorite slide in the whole company, because this one is how I realized what people were doing. I realized when I asked them if they could do me a favor, or I asked them if they were open to looking at my new business project, jump on and learn about it for a few minutes with me, they were either an apple, an orange, or a coconut. And when I got their answer, I told them either I love you, we'll talk next year when things slow down, or I said, great, you'll get all the answers when you're on the Zoom. The expert who's helping me is so nice. You're going to love this, and you're so connected. I really appreciate your support. Or if they're an apple, you'll say, oh my gosh, you're going to love this. You're going to think of a zillion people. I can't wait to see you on the Zoom at 5 o'clock. You see what I'm saying, you guys? Like, that's all you're doing for everything in this whole business. Okay. And yes, we are recording it. Thank you for that nice compliment. Okay. So why I'm saying this is, if you become the inviter, then everything else will line up. We will get 5, 10, 11 services. You'll make $200, $400, $500, $600 right away in customer bonuses fast. Okay. And then what's going to happen is some of the people are going to want to do the business with you. And if we go back to that little slide where we had the 3 boxes, you might have 4 boxes wide. If you invite more people, you might have 6 boxes wide. You might have a brother and a cousin of yours who want to do it. And so you have one there and one underneath, because they're all family. So you might keep them all the same with your boxes. Okay. So I just want you to realize that that's how this works. We'll get a copy of this, and I'll clip my customer acquisition training from it, and we'll post it on our Facebook page. Okay, everybody? We have this amazing new combined Facebook page. So Bears, we'll get this copy together and we'll get this out to everyone this week. Okay. And I'll say, cut right now. So then I know I'll have the next section. Okay. I know you guys are loving my humor tonight, right? All right. So let's talk about building a team. Now, this happens naturally. What I do not want you to think is, I don't want you to go after people and be like, you have to look at this business. You have to do this business with me. No, you just want to be sharing it with everyone that you're excited about a new business project you're working on. And you would like them to see it, because once they see it, they're going to tell you if they want to be a customer, if they want to make money with us and be a team member and be their own customer, or if they just want to be a referral partner who helps you out. So let me show you what could happen. Again, if we put a Zoom together in the next 24 to 48 hours, And like, so tomorrow you could have a Zoom with 5 or 10 people on it. If you just texted everyone tonight and said, what are you doing tomorrow at 6:30? I've got something important to talk to you about. And the red apples will say nothing. I'll jump on. The green apples will ask you a question, and the coconuts won't respond. And it's okay. So from this Zoom, though, we're going to get some services because we're going to share with them what you're doing, how we can offer healthcare. It's fantastic. Okay. And how we can offer identity theft protection and how we can help people, save money on their cell phone bills. So we're going to get those. We're going to knock out some services. The other thing that's going to happen is people are going to start to say, well, what if I refer people? Can I make money with you? And let's say it was me and Bears. Now, let me tell you, if it was me and Bears on your Zoom and we were both like, well, I'm going to give you referrals anyways. Why don't I just do it with you? Because it's only $299. And I just spent more than that on freaking tennis shoes for my kids' Christmas presents. Oh, I won't even talk to you guys about Christmas presents, right? So I'm like, I might as well give myself a $299 present. So then we both sign up and we start getting services. We're excited. If we get 5 services, we each make $200. If I get 8 services, we make $400, which will be my goal so that I can make money from my investment or my sponsorship of myself and have a little extra for some Christmas presents beyond. But if you're the one hosting the meeting and your friends are getting these customers, if we in the next 30 days by January 5th, 6th, we all have customers because we've been talking to people, you get an extra quick start bonus of $500. Now, is that pretty cool? I love that. Okay. Now, the more customers you enroll over the next 30 days, that 200 will go to 400, then 600 and 800. So imagine if you had 800 in customer bonuses and then you helped 2, 3, 4 team members each get customers and you made an extra $500 helping them and you got promoted before January 1st to hit 2024 running. That's what you want to realize is we want to be in a position to start running. So that list that you might, hopefully you printed out and you started writing down people, like actually, as I was talking, I thought of 3 new people that I have not followed up with that I would like to show the business to in the next week. And so I'm going to set up Zooms with them. I'm meeting one person on Thursday. She saw the business a few months ago and it wasn't the right time. And now she wants to get things going. And so I'll be signing her up. So I might call a few people and see if they want to join before her. I don't know. It's my business. I can talk to anyone anytime I want to. Okay. So who do we put on our list? Who do we know that have certain qualities that we want to spend time with? So here's really important. And I probably even shouldn't tell the story, but last night I was my last meeting as our HOA president. And I wouldn't wish that volunteer job on anyone. The first 2 years were fantastic. And then this last year has been a nightmare with just neighbors not getting along. And it is awful. So just know that I wouldn't put anyone on my list that I don't like to spend time with. And trust me, some of the people in my neighborhood will never go on my list to ever talk to them about being a customer or being a partner ever. Okay. And that's okay. Here's what's nice. This is not your job. You get to pick who you invite. So here's the people who I like to invite. I like to talk to business owners. I like to talk to self-employed people. I like to talk to people who have done sales and who are personable and out running around. In fact, the one customer I got tonight for a new was with one of my IBOs. She's a mortgage lender. She's so excited about building money on the side because mortgages have almost stopped. And so we're meeting tomorrow at 2:00 to game plan. She's got a new list. We're fitting it in and she does sales. So she's already talking to people, you guys. How about people who network marketers or other networkers that you've met at different chambers meetings or different things like that? Even like in my HOA, I go around and talk to everybody. I remember at the meeting, I said hi to everyone. I didn't care if they were negative or positive. I was just friendly. And even when I'm not the president, I'm just going to be friendly because I like to say hi to people and meet people. I like to network. Okay. But those qualities, they are specific. They help you to think and identify with actual kind of jobs or companies. But the other side of this on the red side, the Christmas side, is WIP. And these are the people like me. I didn't have a business. Didn't own a business. I wasn't self-employed. I had done sales all through college, but I wasn't doing sales except for if you can count being a high school teacher selling the concept of homework every night or projects every night, right? So I guess I was in sales with high school, but I didn't have the first prospect list, but I had whip. I had a work ethic. I was hungry. I had integrity. If I said I was going to do something, I did it. Even when it was hard, I didn't quit. I didn't stop. I just kept doing it. I made things happen. I was a person of influence. You guys, it's okay to make a list and write down good qualities about every person on that list, because then when you invite them, you can say something like, Bears, you're so personable. I know that you love being a band teacher, but I have a business project I'm working on and it's really incredible. And even if it's not the right time for you, would you jump on my Zoom and listen? Because I know you could give me some great referrals. Like, that's what I would say. But I would say the reason I'm inviting you, Bears, is because you're always so friendly. You work so hard. Your students are successful and you don't do the bare minimum. That's why I'd like to have you be on my Zoom with me to hear this, because I really value you as a friend. Do you see how if you pick good things about your people and you talk to them about them and why you're inviting them, it's good. And then you say something like this. You say, and here's what's so cool, Bears. The person who I'm working with in this project is a lot like you. They're hardworking, they're dedicated. They have had, so many different creative backgrounds, but I love that they care about people and they're willing to help me get this off the ground. And I think the two of you will connect. So again, you're talking good about the person you're inviting and good about the person they're going to meet, and not about the business, because you're still learning about the business, folks. And as we hit these different positions and you get better and you're working and you've seen this a lot after about 90 days, then you can do the presentation yourself. A lot of you will do the presentation just using the video presentations to people over the holidays, and that's perfect too. But again, your job in the next week is to invite. That's it. All right. So let's share the screen. Here's how you can invite. So again, like I said to Bears, I know that you're super busy. And I know that, you may be able to get on with me on Wednesday at 4 after school, or maybe Saturday morning at 9. But if you could jump on a Zoom for maybe 15, 20 minutes, I'd like to share with you a project I'm working on. It may or may not be for you, but I know with your personality and the success you've had, you would really help me get my business off the ground and give me some great ideas. So you could say something like that. Or you could say something like, if I was talking to Alex, and say, Alex, you're one of the best dressed friends of mine I have ever had. And I know that you're always sharp and you're looking for new, projects and income. Would you take a few minutes, just a few minutes, to see a business project I'm working on? I'd like to share it with you. It may or may not be for you, but would Tuesday night at 8 or Wednesday at 6 work best? That's all you do. Now, Alex is on this call tonight, and I would actually like to bring up my very good friend, Alex, who is a top regional vice president as well, and he's building a huge team. So, Alex, if you don't mind, this is spur of the moment, but when I saw that you were on Zoom tonight, I got really excited. Would you share with us things that you say to invite people to keep it simple?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, it's just about connecting with people, first of all. Go out to, school functions, anywhere that you can put yourself out there. After you making the connection, just basically ask people, hey, are you open to make some extra income besides of what you got going on? And then just wait and see what people are going to say. People are either going to immediately tell you, no, I'm really busy. Then perhaps they can be your customers, but if they open the door for you, then you can just go ahead and just tell them, hey, look, I would like to get you on a Zoom, or when can we get together? Take advantage of them kind of opening the door for you and make an appointment. Don't talk about the business right there when you are trying to set up the presentation or bring the prospect to look at the information. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Just invite, make the presentation, and follow up. That way you can, bring that person to see 100% of the information.
I love that. So Alex, you would say this is the key, is our main focus is just to be the inviters and edify the person who's helping them get their business off the ground. Then you keep track of who you've invited and you do follow up, because would you agree that even if you invite people, sometimes they don't show up?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the rule. It's a numbers game, and also get support from your upline. I get, friends that are really close to me. I get my brother Felipe or Oscar. I just, get support from your upline, and that way you can if it 2 against 1, that usually works really good.
I love that. I love that. So everyone, we have some goals, and I want you guys to know that Alex, you can't. One more thing, is it true, Alex? You can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I remember one time I took a prospect. Steve Fisher was the presenter, and he, did the best present. I was so happy. I was patting myself on the back, just going, "Oh my God, Steve Fisher is here presenting. This guy is, going yes and yes." And it wasn't the right time for that person, and you can be the worst presenter. You can do a very simple napkin presentation, and if it's the right time, and I always say God times are perfect for people, they're gonna join. If they're looking for something, they're gonna be part of your team.
That's absolutely right. And I just want you guys to realize that it goes right back to where people are at for them. It's not about what you shared. It's not that ACN, had any flaws and that this company won't work. It just is not the right time for them. So it's so important.
Can I have one more thing, Megan?
Yes, please.
And one thing that you have to learn is don't try to make the wrong people the right people.
That's right.
Okay, don't try to get someone to do it if they don't want to do it. Just get them as a customer for now. Get them to use the services, and eventually you can circle back with them. But don't get overwhelmed trying to get people to join. It's got to be the right time for them in order to take action and produce and believe in the company, so they can start building.
Can I ask Alex a question?
Sure. Why don't you make yourself a spotlight too, mister? Hang on.
Sure, I'll do that. Here
I
we
got
go.
you. You to ask the question.
So, Alex, you've got a lot of family members in the business, but in the beginning, you were not a red apple. You were a coconut. Can you talk about that a little bit?
It took me 2 years to be part of this industry. This is the first business that I do. My brother Oscar and Felipe, they were part of the business, and they told me about it. I didn't understand direct sales. I didn't know I can make money from my electricity bill, but they were very smart. What they did, they called me one day and they say, "Hey, bro, my mom is in the business, so you're gonna be getting some checks because over 10 years ago we're getting checks in the mail. So you're gonna be getting a check, open an account for mom, and endorse and deposit." So yeah, within 30 days, that checks start to come in, 200, 300, and then I was like, "My God, this is true." And I say, "I'm missing out." So I just told my wife, I say, "Look, let's get it started. I'm not planning to quit, my barbecue business, but if I can make extra income for our kids to go to college," listen to this, 10 years ago, I say, we'd be okay making $250 extra a month. Okay. My daughter is gonna be going to college next year. And I am so glad that I say yes, because the college fund is very healthy. So we prepare for that. And grateful that Oscar and Felipe were very persistent and consistent. And that's the way it has to be. When you care about somebody, you want for them to see what's going on, and be patient. It's a process. So, that's what I can tell you. Now there's like more than 40 members of our family taking advantage of the opportunity and just, making a profession out of this industry.
Who's the 41st?
Not Birch. Yeah, Birch is the number 41st.
That's right. I love it, you guys. I love it. Well, I'm going to say thank you to both of you. And I'm kicking off my spotlight because I'm bringing one other person up. And you know what? You started talking about family, Alex. And then I realized my favorite family member is on here tonight. So I'm going to bring up my beautiful mother, Senior Vice President Martha Hun, with me. And we can also say that we have every family member in ASIN with us, but a lot of them are coconuts still. I'm so glad Alex changed being a coconut, or his timing changed, that he was willing to be open. And that's so important. And I want you guys to know that coconuts are never bad. Remember, they make wonderful virgin pina coladas. So just remember that. So, all right, Miss Martha, I know that you and I love this business. We've been doing it together for 21 years. Would you just share with everybody just a little bit about that mindset of, sometimes people say yes and sometimes they say no, but it's us continue to practice that gets it better.
Absolutely, Megan. But before I do, I want to tell a story really quick. I can't help myself.
Okay.
So Megan and I invited the youngest sibling to come to a convention. And so she was about graduating from high school or whatever. Anyway, a lot of people came up to her at one of our international conventions and asked her if it was really real. Like, these people would come up to her because they found out that she was in our family. Do you really have success? Is this business really real? Anyway, so she said she had so much fun telling people how her life had changed and our family had changed so much by and she would just look at him and she'd go, "You're crazy if you don't think this works." And she told them about how it changed our family. But anyway, I just want to say that, Megan, tonight you were so incredible as you gave this training. But people that were listening might have thought, "Oh, I can't do this like she does it," because it just is so simple for Megan. It just rolls off her tongue. It's easy for her. Well, you want to think about the fact that she's been doing it for 21 years. And when we started, we were both really, really not that great at it. Like Megan's presentations lasted more than an hour. And, just we had to learn so many things. But Megan didn't quit. She just kept trying. I'll never forget when she became so good at three-way calling. She had this new little baby and she was trying to do the business. And so she would get people to put people on with her three-way so that she could be home with the baby. And she's doing three-way calls. And she was so good after a few tries. I mean, but she was powerful. And you just need to just not be afraid and just do it. Now, having said that, I was afraid when I first got started, but I got a CD called "Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway," and I played it everywhere I went because I thought, okay, this person says it's okay to feel fear. You just do it anyway, So just know that it's worth it to push through. If you have a few trepidations, it's worth it to build this business. I just love listening to you tonight, Megan. It was really, really great for me. Got me very excited.
Thank you, Mom.
What we need to do, all of us, is talk to more people and just sort them. Just try to figure out, are they an apple or an orange or a coconut? And then have fun with it.
That's right. Thank you, Miss Martha. And I'm lucky because she's coming to my house for Christmas. Woo woo. I love it. Okay, we have a few things to finish this up tonight. So first things first is this, ladies and gentlemen. We need to set a date and time for you to invite your personal people. Now, we have Zoom scheduled Monday, Tuesday for the business and Saturday. And then we have Impact specific for future clients, customers, and referral partners on Thursday night. But you need to have your own Zoom. People who jump on with you will feel most comfortable and then have us be a second exposure. Then you need to make that list. That one on the ETL gives you 25 names. That's a great start, but don't stop there. Keep writing their names on the back. And then you invite and you invite and you invite and you get better and you invite and you get better and you invite and you get better. That's how this works. And maybe the first Zoom you have, you only have 2 people on. And maybe the next time you'll have 5 people on. But you need to find time in your schedule. So here's how you do it. You say, Megan, I only have 3 hours a week to do it. Great. What 2 times in the week do you have 30 minutes we can schedule Zooms? And then we spend that's 1 hour of it. And then we spend the other 2 hours inviting to those Zooms. That's how you get your 3 to 4 hours in. Okay, guys, that's how you do it. Now, you're kind of lucky if you're part of our team, because you get to also include people in our training that we have for, oh my gosh, my brain just went, for Impact. We do a training every Thursday night, and it's phenomenal. But before I talk about Impact, I forgot to say to connect with us on Facebook, because we have a Rhino Nation and System Facebook page, but I forgot to download the new slides. Bears, do you want to share your screen instead than me? Do you mind? Oh, it's okay if you can't. So anyways, we have a new Facebook page. Let me actually get it up and I'll just share it from the computer from internet. Hang on 2 seconds, everyone. Let me find it. All my screens are open and I'm a big, if you guys even saw my stuff, you'd be like, how is this lady so organized to be doing it? It's not organized at all. I know. And the system group. Perfect. Let me show you guys this. I'll share it from here and then I'll put the link in the page. Okay. So we have a new system group. I'm so excited. I don't know how to make it so you can see it the other way. How do we change it so you can see it the right way? Let me see.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to show it big. Like, I don't know why it looks.
Oh, well, go click the green thing at the very top left. Keep going left. The the red, yellow, and green at the top left.
I don't have that.
Click green. Yes, you do. A little higher. There you
Oh,
go. Right there.
yeah, that part of the, no, that's not what I meant to say, Bearish. I have this little, because I was having multiple screens. There we go. That looks just better. There we go. See, that's prettier. Okay, so it is here. Now, I know in our link, you probably have a better one to post there because we actually have it named Rhino stuff. But just in case, for right now, you guys can all click it and you can join it. But we'll be posting, like I said, the little clips from tonight's trainings. We'll put those things on that we can put ad on it. We've got a Facebook Live, 2 of them coming up here in the future that we're going to do. And then we'll also have it recorded to know how to talk to people about healthcare, specific business owners. And Bears and I will be hosting this together. And we are doing 2 times, one at the end of next week and one on Tuesday the following week. So we'll be getting that information out for everybody as well. But we'll be posting a lot more on the website together. Right, Bears?
Yes, I actually just put the link for our website, rhinonation.world. And if you go there, there's a link right on that front page to the Facebook. It's
Even
a lot
better.
easier.
Even
Okay, so
better.
it's a whole lot easier. And also on Facebook, this Thursday, there will be a Facebook Live. So those of you who've been on this training, you've done everything you need to do. You've promoted yourself to ETL. The next thing you want to do is become what we call an ETL factory. That means you're building ETLs in your team. So on Facebook, there's actually now in the group. So you've got to be a member of the group. So if you're on our team, one of our teams, and you have not yet become a member of the group, you need to go in there, put in your IBO number and the name of your RVP, and you'll get accepted to the group. So you can see this training on Thursday. It's at 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 noon Eastern Time this Thursday. That's about 36 hours from now. So
awesome.
it literally lasts 10 minutes. That's all it is. It's 10 minutes. And if you can't be there in the middle of the day, that's okay. It'll stay on Facebook. It's a Facebook Live, and it will eventually be posted on the Rhino Nation website as well. So no big deal if you can't be there live, but if you can, that's always the funnest way to watch because there's a whole lot of chatter in the comments and whatnot.
I love it. I love it. So we'll definitely have lots of options over the next few weeks with extra trainings besides the Coaching Cowboy on Sunday night, which I think actually my husband and I are hosting this week coming up. Is it this? I think I'm this Sunday.
So,
I think so because I have this championship training that you guys are going to love. My son is going to be our example for mindset and success. And I'm really thrilled to be able to tell you about his journey because we can relate to it with ACN. And so I'm going to be putting some really fun things together for us to understand that we can all win, even if we have fear and even if we make mistakes and even if we don't get everything we want. So that's perfect. So one more time, so you can take a picture of the schedule for the Rhino and the system together. These are the set ones in order, Sunday through Saturday. What we have, Wednesdays are reserved for personal Zooms. You can always do personal Zooms before or after any of these times as well. And this is all Central Time on your calendar, even though I'm East Coast time. All right.
and all of these different trainings are guest friendly.
Yes.
So you can invite guests to all these different trainings.
That's exactly right. All right. Last thing I'm going to promote, and I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to love it, is Senior Vice President Ryan Williams is hosting our Impact Customer Client Business Owner Zoom this Thursday night. The first 25 minutes is going to be all about the program, how it works, how people as members get their medical covered and all the things and, everything it entails. And then he's going to have a question and answer time at the end, which is fantastic. So hang on, let me bring me back up to add my spotlight. So this is really important. If you have anyone who's asked you questions about healthcare, and it was so funny, I was on Facebook and I was trying to attach it, and my good friend from high school just said to me, Megan, I'm so glad you shared this with me. So again, I just threw out this idea. I accidentally texted the wrong high school friend because they're both tall and blonde and beautiful. And then I got her and Kelly mixed up. Well, Trish is like, Megan, I'll totally share your healthcare stuff with my friends. This is awesome because I was responding to Kelly, but I actually sent it to Trish. So here's what's so great. Just message everyone and say, hey, what do you do for healthcare? Or do you know anyone who would need some really great healthcare? You guys, you can get them all on Thursday night, and an expert like Ryan will explain it to them. We would love that. So that's what I'm leaving with us tonight, is that you're not alone in this. You can do this a few hours a week. And then if you are really smart, at the end of your journey of making your first group of money, your first 30 days, your first 45 days, is you will register to come to Dallas in March with us and be in person and really take your business to the next level. So you can do the QR code here if you want it really quick. We have an in-person training. We will also be doing some other in-person trainings in January around the whole country. It won't be in one location. It will be in lots of locations with different leaders. And so we'll be getting those details together here this month to share. But our next Facebook Live this Thursday, then we'll have one the following Tuesday and the following Thursday before Christmas, because we want to share with everyone how to do things better and how to have success and keep it easy as we go. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. If you're new, get with the person who invited you and sign up. Be a partner with us. There's no reason why not to win, even if you only can do it 1 hour a week to start. Make your list, become an inviter, and see what works. And here's the truth. I have people on my team who are so busy that they invite and someone goes, I want to hear what you're doing. And they send a 3-way email to me and them, or a 3-way text with me and them. And while they're stuck at work, I talk to their friends with them. Or like Martha says, they get me on a 3-way call. And then I share a little blurb, and then we set up a Zoom to talk more. So again, you guys, you're not alone. The people who invited you here are going to help you every step of the way. The trainings will help you feel comfortable, and you can have the success you deserve. And I can't wait to see people on Thursday night for our impact specific focus, and then on Sunday night for Coaching Cowboy. All right. Thanks, everyone. I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Bears, for hosting it with me tonight.
Thank you,
and
Megan.
to our